Hey everybody, Shark Scrapper! We haven't done a computer in a while, so we've got an Optiplex 790, and it says it has a Core i5 inside. Come on, let's dive in and find out. Okay, now then, power supply. And should just pop right off here. Come on, lid. There we go. Oh, nice and clean in there. Whoa, 4 RAM sticks. Cool. Now, I don't get too excited about trying to sell RAM anymore these days. These are only 2 GB anyway, so into the RAM bucket it goes. Now then, CD-ROM out of the way. Or at least we're going to try to get the CD-ROM. Oh, wait a minute. Probably got to get this faceplate off. Frequently, you have to get the faceplate off. It gets hung up on it. We'll see what we got going here. Now, if you're new to my channel, and I got new people showing up right and left, I do not break CD-ROMs down all the way some people do. I get the board off of here. Boardsort.com will buy this from me as a CD-ROM board. I checked this little piece of ribbon wire. This one has gold Enig on it, so I set that aside because someday I think I might try to get the gold. Someday, I don't know. And then this one has a brass spindle, so I popped the brass spindle off. But there's 1, 2, 3 motors in there, and I don't go after those. That will go back in there or in with the shred. If you're a hobby scrapper and you really want to get everything that you possibly can, then you will want to probably want to go after those CD motors. All right, now, what do we got going on here? Let's see, power supply, let's get you out of the way. Be one less thing to deal with, if we can get you out of the way, easy. Let's see. All right, let's get this. Here's the, what they're using for a hard drive. It's an SSD. And you're screwed in. All right, I'll get you guys unscrewed there after a little bit. A bunch of cable unplugged, disconnected. I like to get the cable out of the way as quick as I can. But sometimes that is not always as easy as it looks like it should be. Because they get very clever with how they want to hide cable and stuff in here. All right. Got you out of the way. Some more wire. Now my yard takes my ribbon wire and my number 2 insulated with connectors on. Your yard may require that you remove connectors. You just got to know what your yard wants you to do. I don't mess with these. I just throw that in with the little metal bits. More wire. More wire. That was the antenna for the wireless. Little fan. Ooh, get over there. There we go. My yard will still take the fan motors as a copper bearing motor or a small electric motor. So just bust that out, get these fins off of it. And you know what? They even told me, that's right, I remember now. They told me I don't have to bust the fins off anymore, too. I'm in a, it's like a force of habit for me to do that, but I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, now, motherboard. Let's see if we get this. Get at the CPU first. Come on. All right. Trash. Another fan. Getting these fans off is not that difficult. You don't have to, trust me, you don't have to be genteel with this. This one has these little screws, so there we go. And then we get our screw post extractor kit. My friend Raphael gave me this idea, and it's a great idea. I'm so glad he told me about this. You just take an old heatsink, piece of wood. Look at that, man. It's like boom, boom. Sweet. Raphael, I think you told me that years ago. I think it's been 2 years now since you suggested that, and I've been doing it ever since. I just love that. Love that technique. All right, now we'll get this motor broken free here. And I'm going to go against my force of habit, leave those fins on. Get the wire out of the way. Now let's get our CPU. If it's an i5, it could be worth a little money, so let's be a little bit genteel with it. And it's an i5 2400. All right, that's not huge money, but it's still not something. My i-series is starting to back up. I need to get a load together for Chris at Board Sort. All right, now let's get this motherboard out of here. Come on, get in there. All right, we'll get this CMOS battery off of here. Yep, get in there. Don't run away. Now, what I like to do when I see gold-plated battery connectors is pull those. Again, I am collecting some gold-plated material to experiment, play around with, getting the gold. The worst case scenario is I finally decide to not do it, and if I decide to not do it, I can send it off to somebody like my friend Scrapping Irish or Electronic Scrapper, or any of those folks that I know are really into that. But someday I think I want to play around with doing that. Okay, my yard is happy if all I do is cut the pins off, these retainer pins off of these aluminum heat sinks. I don't have to try to dig the whole thing out. Fortunately. And here we have a green small socket metal motherboard. My local yard just calls these high-grade boards. And we have one more little bit of wire down in here. All right, now you go back to there. Close you up again. Whoop-a-ba. There we go. And then we cut the wire off of the power supply. This was a tool that my friend Ian Matthews over in the United Kingdom recommended. I love this tool. Ian, I think I use this tool more than I do a hammer when I'm doing computers. Let me throw that caveat in there. because Ian's a hammerman. He is a hammerman. All right, and then power supply. I just sell my power supplies as power supply no wire. I have a video out. For those of you that are new, I have a video out where I looked at the different cost-benefit analysis of selling the power supplies just as is, taking the wire off, and then selling the wire, and then the power supply with no wire, breaking the power supply all the way down to the itty-bitty little bits and pieces. So that video is available for you. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll link to it right up there, and then there'll be another link to another video that you'll probably like, because that's what YouTube thinks you'll like. And then there's be a round icon in the middle that'll help you subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of wonderful Shark Scrapper content. Have a great day.